Hi everyone, we are from Group 2, which consists of me, Azan Putra Islami, Windu Satyawan, Marian Helga Moniaga, Christian Kuli Soleman, and Agnes Ruth Ahimsa will represent our research regarding to the relation between mental health disorder and social exclusion. The main contents of this presentation is first, problem descriptions, second is how or why do certain social problems occur and what drives them, the third is perspective, and fourth is any action intended to solve the social problems. Problem descriptions. Now, since our group find that there is a relation between mental health and social exclusion, and to directly find the relation between mental health and social exclusion, we did a research using interpretative point of view. By interviewing people with mental health issue, we then try to get their own individual thoughts and experience regarding to this issue. This is done mainly so that we can get deeper understanding toward the issue directly from the perspective of the one who directly relate to the issue. And unfortunately, due to the anonymity of our research data, as our group already agreed to the respondent, our main data findings will then be represented in the form of illustration, which will be available in the separate video. Now we move to the how or why do certain social problems occur and what drives them. The act of social exclusion itself is actually happen due to many factors, from the economical factor or poverty to the social relation factor. But taking a look from the mental health perspective, based from the first secondary online data findings, there are some main factors that can be considered as the main cause of the social exclusion. And these are the result of lack of financial resources and because of the effect of illness, including low self-esteem, loss of social context due to hospitalization, or the impact of illness on sociability, or the stigma experienced by many of those affected by mental illness. Mm, And based from the additional secondary data findings, there are some common prejudice in society that also contribute to the social exclusion of the people who have mental health issues. These are personally weak or to blame for their illness, dangerous or likely to become violent, unpredictable or difficult to interact with, unlikely to recover even with treatment. Now, it is also found from the other secondary data findings that there are also some other factors that contribute to the cause of the social exclusion of the people who have mental health issues. And based from the research that we already found in the website, it is found that an individual is socially excluded if he or she does not participate in key activities of the society in which he or she lives. And in this sense, this is also happened to the people with mental health issue who are tend to have less activities among the society in which he or she lives.
Okay, so right now I would like to talk about the perspective. So we start from sociological perspective. So this perspective of social construction view the world as created through human interactions over time. Mental illness as a social construct has led to the labeling of people to have a mental disorder or a mental problem. Consequently, creating a negative stigma surrounding mental illness that can lead to social exclusion. The negative stigma surrounding mental health can lead to social exclusion through discrimination and the barriers individual will face. Within the community, mentally ill people may face barriers to access services such as public transport and employment, but also not feeling comfortable or open about their mental health in order to receive help. In some cases, mostly people who suffer mental health disorder tend to exclude themselves, personally, not the society. In some cases, it's still fine in some field or environment, for example, group project in college life. When you do online consultation with your lecturer, people will still understand if someone who don't turn on their camera, don't turn on their mic, didn't involve to the discussions, like people still understand about it. But it's different when it comes to office life, where it's a business oriented, which the objective is to get a maximum profit for the company and it requires involvement to the society. Someone need to involve in like some group work, some project report, and it requires to speak. If someone who had a mental health problem, they have anxiety in themselves, they tend to not just being silent and not involved in the group discussion to accomplish the work objective. it 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 will be a problem. Otherwise, one tend to get fired and it result to unemployment. Next.
So these parts are gonna talking about, are there actions intended to solve social problems? What would you do? We're divided into three sides. The first is psychological social side, the second is educations, and the third is government sides. So let us first jump to the first side, which is psychological social. In these sides, there are three parts, which is self-help plan, support group, and psychotherapy. For the first, self-help plan means that the persons that mostly knows about yourself is yourself. All you're gonna do is believe in yourself. So self-help plans is like we write in the piece of paper what our weaknesses, what our sickness, uh, to reflect ourselves to become a better versions. And the second is support group. As we know, people is social human right. Others need you. You need others. Everything needs someone to lean on. So support groups is important. And the next is psychotherapy, meaning that we must go to the trusted sources like doctors, counselors to know, is you and I diagnose this disorder or I just self-diagnosis to prove the truth. And the next side is education side. The first point is the party concerns plans to increase the budget to make new facilities named mental health services, means that additional mental health funding in the UK can help ameliorate social exclusion within education. In a speech to Parliament, the Chancellor of the Exchequer announced an increases funding for mental health services by at least euro €2 by a year by 20 and 2030 until 2024. It was also announced that schools will have a new dedicated and special teams to support students with moderate mental health problems. It's based on relationship between social exclusion and mental health. Later I will attach the references. And the second is the Office for the Deputy Prime Minister 20 and 4 suggests that mental health problems can lead to social exclusion due to the barriers people in a community. Individual mental health problems may not want to participate in social activity, but they feel that because they feel there is no one can ask to go out with them. So education can help eradicate social exclusion in relations to poor mental health by creating groups to help everyone feel included in the school community. And the next is government side. The first is government decided to provide support to help young people that suffering this mental health disorder. And the next, governments make policy and interventions in order to ameliorate social exclusions and support individuals suffering mental health problems within society. Uh, and the next is adults with mental health issues are one of the most excluded group in society, so the government take in charge to support this group of society. So that's all from our group. Hope you enjoy and thank you.